Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, starting our newscast out today with a sad anniversary. Today marks 1 year since the city of Richmond tragically lost two beloved members of the community. Chris and Gracie Hager were shot August 3rd, 2021 on Keystone Drive. The accused gunman, Thomas Burrell, was a renter in a duplex owned by the Hagers. The Hagers, well known by many in the community, were owners of the University Shell off the Eastern Bypass, as well as many other properties throughout the area. Thomas Burrell, the man accused of killing the Hagers and setting fire to the apartment complex during a police standoff, appeared in court on June the 2nd for a pre-trial conference that was continued to September 8th of this year. Burrell is being evaluated for competency from the Kentucky Correctional Psychiatric Center. The 52-year-old Burrell was last in court on March when a motion for harsher penalties, including the death penalty and life without parole, was introduced by the Commonwealth's attorney, Jennifer Smith. Today, we take time to remember the Hagers and the impact they had on many in the community. Well, hundreds both in-state and out-of-state have traveled to devastated eastern Kentucky to help out with flood relief and recovery efforts. One of the most prominent groups responsible for search and rescue efforts in the U.S. is the U.S. National Guard. These troops, alongside other first responders and members of the U.S. Coast Guard, have been working tirelessly since last week to ensure the safety and well-being of hundreds of Kentucky families. With more on this flood update, here's WBON TV's Gage Hill.
The phrase boots on the ground is a saying that is used to indicate an active military presence, and that is an accurate description in the case of the eastern Kentucky flood areas. U.S. Coast Guard crews have been dispatched to aid in disaster response and recovery. A Louisville flood punt crew responded to the Troublesome Creek area, which runs through Breathitt, Knott, and Perry counties. According to Coast Guard officials, the creek still contains large amounts of debris, ranging from electrical appliances to entire homes, even days after the initial flooding occurred. In other areas, U.S. National Coast Guard troops have been actively rescuing Kentuckians who were trapped in their homes due to extremely high water levels. In these videos shared by National Guard agencies, courageous troops can be seen descending from helicopters into the waters below to search nearby structures. Moments later, those same troops are being lifted back up, along with rescued individuals. Currently, the National Guard has assisted local and state first responders in hundreds of air and boat rescues, and are responsible for helping to save thousands of affected Kentuckians. In addition to their rescue efforts, Kentucky National Guardsmen have been hard at work transporting and distributing much-needed supplies to the flood-ravaged counties. According to the U.S. National Guard, roughly 400 Kentucky Guard members are continuing their mission of supporting flood relief.
We pulled in, the National Guard was pulling up yet another truck filled with water. More than 400 of our guardsmen and women out primarily delivering water, also meeting other needs in the communities.
For WBON TV Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that update. The University of Kentucky basketball program has a long history of helping disaster victims, from Hoops for Haiti to Western Kentucky tornado relief. Last night, the team did it again. A 3-hour telethon raised more than $2 million that will go to the Red Cross to help families in Eastern Kentucky affected by the recent floods. An open practice was held during the telethon, and appearances were made by the UK men's and women's basketball team, head coach John Calipari, and Gonzaga head coach Mark Few. After the telethon, John Calipari announced that former UK standout and current member of the Los Angeles Lakers, Anthony Davis, donated an additional $350,000 to the cause. In another surprise announcement, Calipari and Few announced at the event that Kentucky and Gonzaga would start a 2-year home-and-home series starting November the 20th in Spokane, Washington, with Gonzaga coming to Lexington during the 2023 season. Exciting news there for a lot of Kentucky fans. Well, the Madison County Boy Scout Troop 401 is planning a trip to Eastern Kentucky to help people clean and take needed supplies. They're looking for supply donations, including heavy-duty black garbage bags, bottled water, latex gloves, brooms, square point shovels, floor squeegees, paper towels, and monetary donations. The drop-off for this is the First Presbyterian Church, that's on Main Street in Richmond, at the Fellowship Hall, that is the side next to the funeral home. The drop-offs are August the 4th, 5th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And also, you can drop supplies off August 6th from 8 a.m. until noon. A good cause there for sure. Well, if you know an EKU student that has been impacted by the recent floods, this is very important information to pass along. With just 13 days before the start of classes at Eastern Kentucky University, the recent devastating flooding in Eastern Kentucky has greatly impacted many students who would otherwise be preparing for their return to campus. To help these students, EKU has established the SAFE Fund. That stands for the Student Assistance Fund for Eastern. This provides immediate assistance for EKU students who are unable to meet essential expenses due to an unexpected emergency or crisis situation. SAFE funds can be allocated to a student with a proven need, often within 48 hours of application. This is a real money, real fast, with no obligation. So if you know an EKU student in Eastern Kentucky, please share the news. EKU President David McFadden said, at Eastern Kentucky University, we pride ourselves on being more than an educational institution. We are a family. As someone who hails from Eastern Kentucky, I know how resilient the people of Eastern Kentucky are in the face of adversity. Even the toughest individual needs help during trying times. EKU will utilize this fund in addition to the university support to give immediate aid to the students who are impacted. Please consider a gift to the SAFE Fund to help these students with their most basic needs. There's a link up to find out more on our website at wbontv.com. Exciting news in Berea College director and digital storytelling Justin Skeens won 3 Emmy Awards during last week's 58th Annual Ohio Valley Regional Ceremony in Columbus, Ohio. Skeens won in all 3 categories for which he was nominated. 2 of those Emmys were for his video titled A Craft Story, Emerson, which won in both diversity, equity, inclusion, short form, and long form content category, and for photography in the short form or long form content category. Skeens also won in the editor short form content category for his video, The Birds of America, at the Hutchins Library. You can find these links on our wonderful works up at wbontv.com now. We want to congratulate Justin on an amazing achievement. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We've got lots more news and an update from the fair coming up right after this.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation. With 24/7 emergency services, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking employees who want to work now, and they are ready and willing to help you get started today.
When you first come here, you'll be with me for 5 weeks, and we will teach you the book work, which consists of PowerPoints, some physical activity.
Working at the Fayette Corrections facility is a job you can be proud of.
When I leave at home, I would tell my kids that, hey, I'm going to work to keep the bad guys in so you all be safe on the outside.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
You may think the only way to pay for a nursing home is to spend down your life savings or sell your home. Elder Law Lexington can protect your home and life savings through a comprehensive plan so you can qualify for Medicaid. When there's a plan in place, you can rest assured knowing your estate is handled and your family is covered. Give them a call at 888-4-ELDER-LAW or go to elderlawlexington.com. Their Berea office is now open for your convenience.
Here at Madison HVAC, it is our job to keep you comfortable. We make projects pain-free for homeowners by providing solutions that fix the problem. With upfront pricing and multiple financing plans, no matter what shape your credit is in, there is always a budget-friendly option. Don't forget, we offer free quotes and second opinions. Give Madison HVAC a call at 859-625-1471. And remember, we fix that too.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Another pretty decent day in the weather department. A little hot out there, but we've got meteorologist Todd Nelson to let us know what we can expect the rest of the week.
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Madison HVAC Weather Center. Looking at a pretty quiet evening. Of course, we had a couple of isolated thunderstorms develop west of town out near Lancaster and Danville. Those thunderstorms should fade away as we head through the evening, and temperatures will fall through the 80s after dinner time tonight with those clearing skies. Now, storms will be with us through the end of the week and through the weekend. And even early next week, we should have some soggy weather. In fact, according to NOAA's Climate Prediction Center, from the 8th to the 12th, there is an above-average chance of precipitation across the Commonwealth. Now, this is all the way out through next Wednesday, and this particular model is suggesting that we may have some 1 to 2+ inch liquid amounts through that time period. So again, that's what we're watching in the near term and the extended time period through next week. This was a view from north of town earlier today. Some of those cumulus clouds developing and giving way to some of those isolated thunderstorms. Again, they were pretty isolated right over the central part of the Commonwealth, but to the west, that front kicking out some severe weather throughout the day Wednesday will be closer to home tomorrow. So we're going to have a marginal isolated severe threat close to home. So again, most of the spotty thunder showers that developed earlier today quieting down. That cluster of thunderstorms north and west of us should try to hold together, but again, a better chance of some afternoon showers and storms tomorrow. Wind and hail would be the primary threat, along with pockets of locally heavy rain with ongoing thunderstorms yet into Friday. So total amounts of rainfall could be approaching a quarter, maybe a ½ inch plus. And as I mentioned, we'll see that thunder threat linger through next week, as I mentioned, with heavier rainfall tallies. But there's the hour-to-hour forecast into Thursday, mid to upper 80s for those highs. Friday, showers and storms continuing. And Gwendolyn, as you notice, we are going to be cooling down a little bit more late next week.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com, courtesy of Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Well, the Madison County Fair is still going strong into the middle of this week, with even more attractions for festival goers last night. In addition to attractions including the turtle races and the petting zoo, patrons of the fair were able to see a magic show as well as the beef cattle show. WBON-TV's Bess Wallingford was once again at the fair for being our correspondent. Last night, we got a behind-the-scenes look at these events.
I'm Bess Wallingford with WBON-TV Channel 9 News, and I'm here again at the Madison County Fair in Richmond, Kentucky. And tonight, we're going to the cattle show. Tuesday night at the fair, we saw a ring of perfectly coiffed cattle. Richmond cattle farmer Lydia Casey was happy to tell us a little about showing cattle.
This is our county fair that we do. It's showing cattle. So we have heifers, we have steers. So basically breaks down to market animals and breeding animals. So what we have here, this is a bull, and he's a Charolais. So kind of what they're looking for is their overall body condition. showmanship. So that's looking specifically at me and how I show my animal. And this is also a great way for people in the community that have never, they've seen cows out in the field. You have them on your burger, but you don't get to get up close and personal with them and get to experience it and, talk to the farmers and get to know them. We'd be glad to tell you, show you, and let you pet them. So we're having a lot of fun here at the Madison County Fair.
Cows weren't the only show Tuesday night. We caught up with magician Mark Comley, who's been performing at the Madison County Fair for years.
I do about 10 fairs a year. Some in Ohio, some in Indiana, but one of my favorites is the Madison County. I just came back from California. This is a great fair. We're here through Saturday night. They have everything you want. They have greased pig contests. They have demolition derbies. I'm here doing magic shows all week, every night, 2 different shows, an Old West medicine show, a regular stage magic show. We're going to have fun. This is a great fair.
Come on out tonight for more magic shows, beauty pageants, and the American Quarter Horse Association Horse Show. At the fairgrounds, for WBON TV, I'm Bess Wallingford.
Thanks, Bess. Still lots of great activities going on right down there at the fair for the rest of this week. Well, have you been looking for a new career, maybe a great paying career? Have you ever considered being a Kentucky State Police officer, a trooper? KSP is holding a Meet the Recruiter gathering in Nicholasville, Kentucky at the Elite Fitness August the 9th from 12 to 3. KSP trooper Derek Combs, who is part of the recruitment wing for the state police, will be in attendance to answer questions for anybody wondering about applying or how to become a trooper. Kentucky State Police officers also recently received a raise that took place July 1st of this year and now guarantees a starting salary of $61,500. And in addition to the new retirement system for officers, including sick leave buyback programs. The new system was put into place in recent legislative session. Currently, KSP is looking for applicants for the Cadet 103 position, which is set to start February the 26th of 2023. The deadline to apply is October 28th of this year. This is a great time to apply to become a state trooper. More information on applying and job details can be found at joinksp.com or by sending an email to ksprerecruit@ky.gov. Well, Berea residents, listen up. Berea Municipal Utilities will be repairing a water leak tonight between the intersection of North Main Street and Estill Street at a traffic light number 9 and Short Street. One lane will be closed from 10 p.m. until approximately 2 a.m. and flaggers will be there to assist with traffic control. With that, we're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Michael Watkins back with sports.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Get ready for one of the biggest events of the year. Huckleberry Promotions presents the first ever Bourbon Jam Outdoor Music Festival in Richmond at the Richmond Mall Outdoor Venue on Saturday, August 13th. Gates open at 10 a.m. First show kicks off at noon. Support local musicians, local businesses, and honor those first responders who protect the community. Come out and enjoy 10 hours of live entertainment, a car and motorcycle show, cornhole tournament, kids events, food trucks, local vendors, and Kentucky's finest breweries and distilleries. The Bourbon Jam Music Festival brought to you in part by Jim Beam and 100.7 The Coyote.
WBON TV9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's new and first TV channel, available on Channel 9.1 over the air, Spectrum Channel 712, and on Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Crystal Broadband. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on Channel 9. EKU football is less than a month away now, and the team is expected to compete for a conference title and more. Several EKU players have received some preseason recognition, including the starting quarterback. With more on that, here's Michael Watkins with sports.
The preseason accolades continue to pile up for the Eastern Kentucky University football team, who are ranked in the top 25 in the nation in many preseason polls. We told you earlier in the week about Matt Jackson's preseason All-American honor. Well, today, Stats Perform announced that EKU redshirt junior quarterback Parker McKinney has been named to the 2022 Walter Payton Award preseason watch list. EKU's signal caller is one of 35 players on the initial list and one of 3 from the Atlantic Sun Conference to be recognized by the foundation. The Walter Payton Award is presented annually to the most outstanding offensive player in the football championship subdivision known as the FCS. A national panel of more than 150 voters will vote on the winner based on the player's regular season performances, and voting is conducted before the start of the FCS playoffs. An All-A-Sun performer last year, McKinney set the single-season program record for completions at 229 and became just the second player in program history to surpass 3,000 total yards of offense in a season. Parker completed 60.7% of his passes and tossed 18 touchdowns while also rushing for 596 and 6 touchdowns on the ground. McKinney threw for 2,429 yards, good for 3rd on EKU's single-season passing list. He finished the season ranked 20th in the FCS in completions per game and 25th in points responsible for. The redshirt junior tied his career high with 4 touchdown passes and threw for 290 yards while adding 98 on the ground in EKU's regular season finale win over Jacksonville State. He passed for a season-high 338 yards against Sam Houston and threw for 273 and rushed for 100 against Stephen F. Austin last year. More players can join the watch list during the regular season, and a national media panel will select the winner following it. First awarded in 1987, the Payton has watched the past winners such as Steve McNair, Tony Romo, Brian Westbrook, Jimmy Garoppolo, Cooper Kupp, and Trey Lance move on to the NFL. Yesterday was the first practice of fall camp for this year's Colonels, who continue to work hard in preparation for their first game of the season on September 2nd at Eastern Michigan. Following practice yesterday, head coach Walt Wells and offensive lineman Peyton Collins spoke about how the team looked.
I think we had a great day. I think the guys came out. You can tell we have some guys that have been around in year 3 now, and we're getting into a routine of how we do things, how we practice. Day one's always hard on us because some of the things we do in practice, but you can tell Coach Brown and Coach Bourne did a great job in the weight room, conditioning these guys and getting them ready.
All right, Cal. This is my 3rd year with this coaching staff, and this was definitely the best day we've had to start camp in these 3 years. So I was really proud of our team today. We just got to improve every day on the little things. You know, the little things is what wins us games, and we just got to keep bringing the younger guys along and just keep pushing ourselves every day.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports update. We're going to take another short break, but don't go anywhere. We've got some traffic impactors that you're going to want to know about.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on Channel 9. We've got a traffic impactor to tell you about today. Drivers who use Kentucky 11, Kentucky 15, that's East College Avenue within the city limits of Stanton and Powell County, should plan to use an alternate route on Saturday, August the 10th. The road will be closed at mile point 14.2 for replacement of a drainage pipe. Work will begin at 7:30 a.m. and end around 3:30 p.m. The project location is between Industrial Road and the entrance to Mountain View Drive-In. No signed detour will be posted. Local drivers can use Kentucky 1184, Kentucky 615, Kentucky 615, and Kentucky 213 to bypass the closure. Motorists should remember that a detour is in effect for southbound Kentucky 213 traffic along North Main Street in Stanton. Though through traffic between Stanton and Slade should use the Mountain Parkway in case of inclement weather. The closure will be postponed to another suitable date. Well, that brings us to the end of another Live at 5 newscast. So thanks so much for joining us today. Don't forget, we'll be right back here tomorrow. We'll have another fair update. And of course, Friday, it's almost the weekend. 2 more days and we'll have the Weekender with all of the great activities going on right here in Madison County that you can get into over this nice hot summer weekend. We'll be back right tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Thanks so much and I'll see you tomorrow.